Hello, my beautiful ladies, queens, and princesses. Welcome back to my channel, Empowering Women and Impacting Lives. Today, we're going to be discussing 3 red flag questions that men ask women when they first meet them. Okay, and before we get into this video, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, and we're going to get right into this video. Number 1, 3 red flag questions men ask women when they first meet them. How you know it's a red flag? When a man asks you what you do for a living, okay, or what you do for work. Some of them even got the nerve to ask you how much money you make. Okay, so if a man asks you what you do for a living, first of all, I had somebody do that to me before, and I'll ask him, "You a man? What you asking me about my money for? What you asking me about my money for?" And then he said, "Well, I'm just trying to get to know you." No, you're not trying to get to know me. You trying to see how much money I make. You know, anytime a man asks you and he don't even know you and y'all just met or whatever the case may be, he asks you, what you do for work, or what you do for he trying to see how much money you make. Ain't nobody stupid. Okay, and I make sure I let any man know that if they ask me that question, I make sure I let him know, hey, I got a degree, I got a career. But just because I do have a degree and a career, you ain't finna come over here and spend all my money up, spend my money up. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. And then, ladies, you gotta remember this: when a man trying to get to know you, when he really trying to get to know you, he asks you questions like, what do you like to do for fun? Or what do you like to do for recreation? Or what's your favorite foods? What's your favorite place to go out to eat? Or your favorite restaurant? Or do you like to travel? Do you like Paris? You know what I'm saying? Do you like to go outside the United States? I mean, they're trying to get to know you, not your pocketbook, not how much money you make. So anytime you meet a man that asks you, those questions, and you just met him, that's a red flag. It's a red flag. And I also feel like this, that it should be, that's something that a person don't have to ask you. That's something, that comes genuinely, comes with the flow or whatever, as y'all getting to know each other, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, well, I'm a nurse, or I'm I own the such and such company, or whatever you do for a living. That'll come out as you all are talking and getting to know one another. Not, well, what you do for a living, what you do for work, how much money you make. Nah, brother, I don't think so. Okay, you got the wrong one, because you're not finna come over here and spend my money up. Okay, let's get on with number 2. This question right here. This question right here. Okay, can you cook? Okay, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. That is a red flag. Okay. When a man asks you, sorry guys, I had to plug this back up. The battery's running down. When a man asks you, okay, can you cook? Okay. First of all, it's not your job to cook for him as a woman. That's not your job. If you want to cook, oh, okay, that's fine. But here, listen to what I'm saying, though, ladies. Listen to what I'm saying. I've had men ask me that. Can I cook? Yeah, I can cook, but it don't mean I'm finna stand over the stove and cook for you every day. You know what I'm saying? We not in the 50s and 60s, you know. And these are the type of questions that men asked women back in the 50s and 60s to see if they'd be a suitable wife, or cooking was one of the things that women were expected to do back in the 50s and 60s. They was expected to, cook, clean, all this stuff. That's some of the stuff that they were expected to do, you know. And women back in the 50s and 60s, women were housewives and they were servants and they were slaves to men, because back in the 50s and 60s, women, a lot of women couldn't work. Some of them, you know, got a break or got lucky or whatever, but a lot of women stayed at home taking care of the kids and stuff like that. That was the role of the woman, to be the housewife back then. But now, we're not in the 50s and 60s now. We in 2022, and women are most of a lot of women are the breadwinners now. Women have businesses. Women have careers. A lot of women make more money than men now. You know what I'm saying? Um, we are not men's servants. We are not men's slaves. And God didn't create us to be a servant or a slave to a man. Period. Um, I'll tell a man in a minute, I'm not your servant, I'm not your slave, and we're not in the 50s and 60s no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not in that time era no more, And I'm not bound down to you. I'm here to serve God, not man, okay? And my thing is, you know, women, if you want to cook, go ahead. And if you want to, it's up to you. If you want to, go ahead and do it. You don't have to cook for no man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do anything. You cook when you get ready. And then my thing is, women, my thing is this, why we gotta stand behind the stove, you know what I'm saying, and cook for them all the time? Why they can't come, why they can't cook for us? Why they can't cook for us sometime? You know what I'm saying? Why they can't cook for us? We getting up going to work just like them, so why they can't cook for us sometime? you know they just automatic, men just well, can you cook? Automatic thinking that you supposed to cook for them and clean for them. Okay, we're not in the 50s, baby. Okay, now with me, what I will do is I will alternate with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, here's what I mean. For example, women, when I say alternate, like, for example, I'll cook one night, then he cooked the next night, then the next night, you know what I'm saying? We go out to eat or we order in or whatever, and then we start back over again, alternating, start the process back over again. But don't be expecting me to stand behind the stove and cook and clean for you, you know what I'm saying, when I get up and go to work every day just like you do. Y'all feel me? Y'all women feel me? Because it's not cool, and we're in 2022 now. We're not in the 50s and 60s no more. Okay. All right, now the last point I want to make about red flag questions that men ask women um, when they first meet them. Do you live alone? Mm-mm. That's like beep, wrong question. It's a creepy question. It's like, okay, are you a stalker? Are you what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with you now? Okay. And why you asking me if I live alone or not? Because you ain't coming over and you sure in the hell ain't moving in. Okay. We just met, and I barely know you. You barely know me. You're not coming over. You know, um, women, it's just, you got to be careful. You got to be careful letting these men come to your house that you just met, and you think that they so cool. I mean, especially if you really don't know these men. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said before, he could be a stalker. I mean, you don't know what he into behind closed doors. Um, he could try to kill you, rape you. I mean, he could try to rob you. I mean, you just don't know, women. You just don't know. You have to be careful, and you have to take the steps to protect yourself as well. You know, there's prayer, um, there's spiritual protection, there is what they call like worldly protection, like police and the legal system, and then you have to do things to protect yourself, not to let that negativity come in. You know, you have to be careful. You have to be careful, and you definitely have to be careful. You know, handing your keys over to a man. You don't just hand your keys over to a man. You got to do your background check on these men nowadays. You don't know. I mean, because really, you just don't know what you're dealing with, and then all of a sudden, you know, you done handed your key over to somebody who you really don't want to be, you know, who you really don't really want to be with. So, you know, you just got to be careful letting men come over to your house, you know, handing them over the key. See, I don't care. See, I don't care, you know what I'm saying, women. If you know, you meet somebody and oh, you got a good connection, you know, hey, I met a guy before, you know, oh, we got a good connection. I ain't getting ready to hand him no keys to my apartment or to my house or whatever. You know, I'm not finna even let him come over. You know, I'm not finna hand him no keys, and I'm not finna even let him come over. So, women, you just got to be careful. You just have to be careful. Be careful. Be careful. So, I hope this video helps somebody. And women, please subscribe to my channel, like and subscribe, and tune in for more videos on dating, relationships, and women empowerment. Until next time, we'll see you again in the next video.